What's up, you mofos? Welcome to another episode of the Jason Wolf Podcast. Yeah. Today's episode is about reboots. They fucking suck. I hate reboots. I don't like remakes or reboots of any kind. Yeah, I'm pissed off right now. They're about to come out with a remake of The Crow. Yeah, that's right, a remake of The Crow. Not necessary at all. Dude, a remake of The Crow, that is so disrespectful to Brandon Lee's legacy. It pisses me off. Because I love the original Crow so much. It was a cool movie, you know? Now, but they're about to shit all over it with a damn remake. Ugh. Who knows? It might be better than the original. I don't care. That's not the point. It's disrespectful. I don't want to see a fucking remake of The Crow. Like, a lot of these reboots are unnecessary. You know, if the original was great, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's how I feel. Like, they did that fucking all-female remake of Ghostbusters. I didn't even watch that shit. Because I knew it was going to suck. Like, the original Ghostbusters movie is a fucking masterpiece. Don't touch it. It didn't need to be touched. Yeah, I hate all kinds of remakes. I don't like, whether it's remake movies or TV shows, video games, or, you know, songs. Wait, I take that back. I do like video game remakes. Hear me out. Let me explain. Because with video game remakes, it gives me a second chance to play a game that I missed out on the first time. Like, yeah, there were so many great games during the PS1 and PS2 eras that I missed out on for various reasons. Either I missed out on a game because I didn't have that console and it was like a console exclusive, or my mom just didn't want to buy me the game for being cheap. Like, oh, there was like some games where it's like, oh, it was a great PS2 exclusive, but at that time I was stuck with the goddamn GameCube. GameCube sucked ass. So yeah, I got a lot of video game remakes. I got the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. I got the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes. What else? Got DuckTales Remastered. The DuckTales Remastered was cool and interesting. It's better than the original because with the remastered version, they brought in the original actors from the TV series to do the voiceovers on the game. So that was cool. So it was kind of like a bonus episode of DuckTales. Oh yeah, I got the Yakuza remakes. They did like 5 remakes of those. Well, the first 2 were remakes, then 3, 4, and 5, they just remastered those games. Yeah. Let me start off with the Crash Bandicoot remakes. It was awesome, you know. It was just like playing it in the 90s. It just had better graphics, like way better graphics. Now, in the 90s, I didn't have the Crash Bandicoot games. I just had the demos from Pizza Hut. Yeah, Pizza Hut used to give out demos back in the 90s. That's when Pizza Hut was cool. They don't give out demos no more. Really, nobody does. Nobody gives out CDs anymore. If you want a fucking demo, you gotta download it from the PlayStation Store or Xbox or whatever. And then it'll take fucking all day for a demo to download. More like a whole fucking week. Like, you might as well just buy the fucking full-length game. It's gonna take about the same length for it to download. So yeah, video game remakes, I can tolerate that. Yeah, they're about to do. They just came out with a Resident Evil 4 remake. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that, because I had the original Resident Evil 4 on GameCube. Dude, I played that game for like the entire year of 2005. Because there was nothing else to play on the GameCube. That's how much the GameCube sucked. I played Resident Evil 4 like the whole year. I played the bonus game. I beat it on hard mode. I beat the mercenaries mode, the assignment Ada mini game, whatever. Like, dude, I fucking mastered that game. If they had like an online multiplayer for that game, I would be like the number one ranked champion, undisputed, no doubt. But yeah, this Resident Evil 4 remake, I'm hesitant. They say it's really good, but I don't know. Pay full price for a game I already beat like 15 years ago? No. Yeah, also I hate remakes of songs, cover songs. Like, when bands put out cover songs, it's just them saying, we've run out of ideas. It's basically a lack of creativity when a band puts out cover songs, especially like if they do a whole fucking album of cover songs, then that means the band has nothing left to say. The perfect example would be Rage Against the Machine. Their last record they put out was a cover album, and they haven't released no more material ever since. And I'll admit, Renegades is actually a good album, because what Rage Against the Machine was able to do with their cover songs is like they were able to switch it to their style, like take someone else's song and make it their own, where it's like unrecognizable to the original version. Like, if you're gonna do a cover song, that's the way you do it. Do it like the way Rage Against the Machine did it. Put their style on it. But yeah, Rage Against the Machine, they ran out of ideas when they put out that fourth album, Renegades. It's actually a good album, but yeah, they ran out of ideas. Cover songs suck. Because most of the time, usually, aside from Rage Against the Machine, usually most of the time, cover songs suck. They're never as good as the original. Especially like if there's like a beloved song that I've heard many times before. When I hear someone else singing it, I'm like, what the fuck? I'll just change the radio station. Like, I don't want to hear this. Don't do that. I hate it. Cover songs suck. When it comes to rebooted shows, they suck too. Like, they did a reboot of Charmed. That sucked ass. So I just got done watching the first season of the original Charmed. That was an excellent show. I love that show. But I saw like one episode of the reboot. I was like, no. It was too woke. The wokeness killed it. Just like, ugh. All the shit they put in there wasn't necessary. The Chilling Tales of Sabrina. I actually like that show way better than the original Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Well, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is not really a remake of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Like, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, that's like based on a separate comic book of the same name. It's not like the regular goofy Sabrina, like the Archie style Sabrina. No, it's like the Chilling Tales of Sabrina comic book is more dark and like serious. So I could tolerate that show. I watched all 4 seasons of that. But yeah, these movie remakes suck ass. Like, they came out with so many that wasn't necessary. They had a remake of Point Break. Like, what the fuck? No. You didn't have to do that. The only remake that I'm able to tolerate was probably Scarface. A lot of people don't know the original Scarface was about Chicago gangsters. It was loosely based on the life of Al Capone. It was about the Prohibition era, with alcohol. It was cool how they was able to flip it in the 80s and make it about the cocaine scene of Miami in the 80s. That was so cool how they flipped it. Yeah, that's the only one I liked, probably. The only movie remake I liked. What else? Yeah. They should just stop this shit. It's fucking annoying. All these remakes, like Hollywood putting out all these remakes. They're basically just saying, "Hey, we've run out of ideas. We're just gonna recycle some old material you probably forgot about." Oh yeah, another one that really sucked. The RoboCop remake. Oh, I hated it. That shit was boring as fuck. The original RoboCop, freaking masterpiece. I love that story about a cyborg trying to reclaim his human identity. That was an awesome story. That was the only good RoboCop movie in the franchise. Like the sequels sucked. I ain't gonna lie, they really did. 2 and 3, they just dumbed it down, made it just action movies. It was just dumb action with 2 and 3. I remember I used to watch the TV show of RoboCop in the '90s. I had an action figure from the show. Uh, from what I remember, it was a cool show. I haven't seen it since like '94. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that RoboCop video game that's coming out this summer. It's gonna be cool. They brought back the original actor to do the voiceover. Um, the gameplay is probably gonna suck, but I know the story is gonna be good. It's gonna be one of those types of games. I love RoboCop. I bought it on Blu-ray from Dollar Tree. I know it's so ironic because there's a guy in the movie that keeps saying I'll buy that for $1, and I actually did buy that movie for $1. But I left it at my ex-girlfriend's house, so I'm not getting that back now. If I buy it again, I'll have to order it from eBay, and it's not going to cost $1. It's going to be more like $8. That's all right. I'll just stream it for free on Amazon if it's still available. No more reboots. Please. Please, Hollywood, just stop with the reboots. I can't take it anymore. You're killing me. You're hurting me. You're killing all of us with these reboots. It's disrespectful. All right, that's my time, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Jason Buff Podcast.